Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for Traci Reed Designs, and this is also going to go along with a blog post that if you go over to Traci Reed Designs, you will see the blog post for this as well. And so for the blog post today, we are talking about everyday inspiration, and it's about taking a look at what you have around you, especially when your mojo is running low. Getting some inspiration at what is around you and creating or using it to help you create your layout. So for my page today, you haven't seen the photo yet, but you did see the background, which I created in Photoshop Elements. And I based my background and how I created it on the book cover that I actually was reading in the photo that you will see when my picture comes into play here. And the biggest inspiration that I took was the falling leaves that fell down the page of the book that I was reading. And so I wanted to recreate that feel on my page. So I did go ahead and layer up 2 of the pattern papers, and then all of the leaves from the digital kit, I layered those and I had them falling down the left and right side of my page. Now to really play up the falling leaves, I took the leaves from the sticker sheet, so the leaves that you see me playing with right here, and I painted each of the leaves around the edges with gold. So there you see, I did a few of them on camera, and then I did the rest off camera, and those are what is also going to help reinforce that falling leaf or leaf feeling that the book cover shows. And so that was the biggest inspiration that I wanted to take from my book cover. Obviously the colors and everything were perfect because this is a fall inspired book, and so it kind of just lended itself perfectly to this collection. I just happened to see it in my camera roll and it was kind of perfect. So here I am just going to layer up some papers from the collection to map my photo. I have a plaid that matches the background that my printed background is using, as well as I have the polka dotted orange pattern paper from the collection. Those are the 2 pattern papers I'm using to just add a bit of interest behind my photo. I really keep most of the embellishing on this page really simple, in that I really wanted the emphasis to be on this falling leaves, just the feeling of the falling leaves and the autumn colors, and how they just really matched the photo, and how I just wanted to really show that I was using that book cover definitely as inspiration. And I think you'll see it better in the close-up videos or close-up photos at the end, and definitely you can see it on the pictures on the blog as well. You can see the photos of the book cover and see that, yes, I think you can definitely tell that it was my inspiration. I didn't note, but off camera, I did add gold splatters as well to my background. So even though it's a printed background, adding the gold splatters really helps give it a little bit of interest. And I did drop shadow all of my papers and the leaves, so it does add a little bit of depth to that printed paper. So it's not completely just a flat printed pattern paper. It does add a little bit of depth, even though I'm not actually, it's just a printed piece of cardstock. So I really do like how that looks. And so here you see I'm kind of just auditioning all of these painted leaves and just trying to figure out the combination that I want to have them on the page. And when I glue these down, I only glue down a little bit of them so that they are popping up in areas, so that it gives a really lots of dimension and depth to the page as well. And really what I'm trying to do is just make them feel like they're falling down the page, and I don't want them all turned in the same direction. So I'm trying to spread out the colors and also spread out which way I'm turning the leaves, so that just like in nature, when they would fall from a tree, they wouldn't all fall in the same way. So leaves would be, some would be upside down, some would be sideways, and things like that. So I want to have that sort of the feeling of the leaves are actually falling down the page. So hopefully you can see that when everything is down on the page. Now, because the background and those falling leaves are very busy, I ended up just pulling a few elements from the both the digital and the sticker sheet from the collection. I just pulled inspiration, or few different embellishments, I should say, to use on the page. I'm going to have two embellishment clusters, one that's just down by the title and then another that's here to the left or to the right of the page. But I kept it really simple because the leaves really do the job of embellishing this page for me. I don't really need to add anything to this page. I could have just done the leaves and added a title and been done. But you do see me kind of playing around with these banner with the words. I don't end up using them. I do pull in a couple of these arrows. I do have a coffee and a pumpkin and a book on each of the clusters. Those three things worked perfectly, not only because they were all in my photo, but the pumpkins bring in the pumpkins that are on the cover of my photo. It's a coffee shop, so and I'm drinking coffee in the photo, so there's the inspiration of the bringing in the coffee, and of course I'm reading a book. So what could be better than having the open book of Anne of Green Gables from the collection, and then a coffee and a pumpkin, all playing up that sort of autumn theme that both my book and this collection is inspired from. So I am just kind of fussing around, seeing if there's anything else I want to add. I will off camera glue down the rest of these pieces, cut off all the edges of the leaves that are hanging off the page. Again, that also helps make it feel like it's falling, and having the leaves falling off the page, it kind of lends itself to that falling leaf feeling. And so pretty much what you see here, this is going to be how the page is going to look. When I come back, I will have everything glued down. I do pop up my photo and my title and the embellishment on the right side of the page. All of that is popped up on Fun Foam. So again, I have some good dimension on the page, so it's not completely flat. To finish out the page, I just decided to come in here with a few enamel dots in a couple of different colors. I have some orange and some green and some yellow, and I'm just going to do little clusters of 3 around my embellishments, and that is going to do it for this page. Don't forget to check out the link below to go see this on the blog. And here are the still photos. You can get a better look at the cover of that book, as well as, like I said, you can see it closer in the photo on the blog. But with that, guys, this is going to do it for me, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.